We are looking at practicing with a compass, and we're going to do some basic stuff today, including how do you hold a compass, and then also how to copy a segment, some of the real basic things that you'll be doing. So let's first start with how to hold a compass. Now, your compass probably doesn't look exactly like this one, but in any case, hopefully you have one that has the point. If you have one of the ruler ones, there's lots of videos online on how to operate those things, so you can just go and take a look for one of those videos. Basically, they look something like this, and you push your finger down and you make an arc. Okay, and it's basically like that, right? Okay, but we're going to look at this kind of compass for today. And so what I want you to do is I want you to put the compass, like the part that would hurt if you poke somebody with, put it in your hand like it's a pencil and just hold it like it's a pencil and be able to swing it around like this. We're not going to hold it from the top. There's a time and a use for that, but today and during these compass constructions, I want you to hold the pointed end like it's a pencil, okay? You don't reach across and you put fingers on the other side or anything like that, okay? You just simply hold this side. Now I'm going to hold it in my left hand, two reasons: I'm left-handed, but also so that you can kind of see what's going on with the artwork, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is just check to make sure that the point in your pen or pencil that you're using, it should be pencil, is the same height, right? So that they're equal in height, okay? So the thing I want you to practice, and you've probably used a compass before, but because we're getting to this next level in this class, we want to be able to strike arcs nice and smoothly and just create nice smooth arcs, okay? So if you're doing this with a pencil, sometimes the pencil will kind of stutter on the paper and make jagged edges, and so you need to operate the compass in such a way that it creates a nice soft strike of an arc. Now that's going to happen by you just simply learning how to maybe lean your compass in the direction that you're going. So if you're pulling it towards you, then you're leaning towards you, that type of thing. Now another thing some students will do is they'll take their paper and they'll pull it away, and I love that. That creates a nice arc, so that way then you just keep their wrist the way it is and they strike an arc. Okay, so just practice that for a bit until you get to where you can draw a nice arc. We're not worried about drawing circles this yet, so you don't have to worry about doing this whole big huge rank, right? You don't have to worry about that. So just strike an arc like that. Go ahead and put me on pause, and when you're done doing that and you feel right. So let's continue and take a look at copying a segment. Okay, pretty easy task. Now, back in the day, you would just simply, take and measure with your ruler how long it is and then just copy it down here. That's fourth, fifth, sixth grade thinking process. I need you to play Euclid's game, which is one of the founders of geometry, and he has all these series of events that we have to do, and it's called compass constructions. And so you can only use a straight edge, even though this has a ruler, it has measuring devices or measuring marks on the side. I can only use it as a straight edge, and a compass, and then of course a pencil. I'm using a pen so it shows up on the video a little darker. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at how to copy a segment in some steps. Okay, all right, first of all, you're given a segment. Segment has two endpoints, and so what you're going to do is do the easiest thing possible, and that is just copy one of the points. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm going to copy A. Down here is A prime. Now if you're right-handed, you might choose to do B and do B prime down below here, and you'll just work to the right or to the left. For me, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to start on the left-hand side. You're welcome to start here as well, but it's just easier if you start from B probably and come this way because you're holding your compass over here. Okay, so the second step after copying one of the points is to draw a ray that's longer than the segment you're copying. Okay, the next thing is to take your compass and put it on the point that you've copied already. Open up your compass to the measurement of the segment. That looks pretty good. And then this is very important in my class. You're going to strike what I call a tattletale. That tattletale tells me, the reader, because I'm not watching you do this, that you made a measurement. And that measurement I can tell by the arc where it came from. And I can tell it came from A. So then you're going to take that measurement and you're going to come down here to A prime and you're going to strike the exact same arc. And there's where B prime lives. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to put me on pause and just draw some random segment, not too big, maybe even make it diagonal so it's a little bit tougher. Call it EF, and I want you to go ahead and take a bit to look at that, put me on pause, then come back and see if you can copy that segment. Okay, here's E prime. Again, I'm going to draw a ray that's longer than the segment that I'm trying to copy. I'm going to measure that from E to F. Get as accurate as possible. Strike your tattletale, and then come back and strike your arc. Now, I don't want to see you back and forth on this. Just strike it one time, okay? And if it's light, that's the way it's supposed to be, so don't worry about that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and label that as F prime, and you have it. That's how you copy a segment.